After exactly 3 weeks of deliberation, Steve Kerr agreed to a 2-year contract to return as coach of the Golden State Warriors, reaching terms to continue the partnership into what will be his 13th season and beyond in the position. Dan Evloff and Rick Smith of Priority Sports told ESPN on Saturday. The deal will keep Kerr as the highest-paid coach in the NBA annually, league sources said. He made $17.5 million last season. It was never going to be about money, one team source said. We had to make the best basketball decision. Since the beginning of this week, it has been generally known within the franchise that Kerr intended to return, but the loose ends were tied up Friday night and Saturday morning, team sources told ESPN, keeping Kerr in charge of the fading days and potentially final chapter of the Steph Curry era in Golden State. Still love coaching, but I get it, Kerr said the night the Warriors were eliminated in Phoenix. These jobs all have an expiration date. There is a run that happens, and when the run ends, sometimes it's time for new blood and new ideas. Warriors management even did some light information gathering on possible replacements if Kerr left, but the major figures Lacob, Dunleavy, Curry never desired a divorce, having the necessary conversations and giving Kerr the needed time to bring him back in the fold. I want coach to be happy, Curry said after the elimination. I want him to be excited about the job. I want him to believe he's the right guy for the job. I want him to have an opportunity to enjoy what he does. He knows how I feel about him. That shouldn't even need to be said. Kerr was hired in May 2014, viewed initially as a controversial move by Lacob and then general manager Bob Myers. Mark Jackson, Kerr's predecessor, was popular among players, including Curry, who was rising into stardom after Golden State's 51-31 record in the 2013-14 season. But the franchise believed it needed an altered offensive scheme and different leadership approach, declining Curry's preference and landing on Kerr, who also debated taking the New York Knicks coaching job that summer. There has been turbulence. Kerr had to step away from the team twice during his dozen years as head coach due to complications from a back surgery. And the Warriors failed to make the playoffs in 4 out of the past 7 seasons, fading from realistic contention as the team's core aged and its higher-profile draft picks didn't pan out. The Warriors will then shift their attention to improving the roster via free agency and trades, with Kerr back and Curry under contract for 1 more season, and expected to have extension conversations later this summer, league sources said. The front office intends to be aggressive in rearranging the team to better compete for a playoff spot in a crowded conference.